How can enterprise service organizations tap into the full potential of advanced customer service language models without exposing their most sensitive proprietary data to the public internet? This is the central question facing modern chief information security officers, customer experience executives, and operations leaders. On one hand, there is an immense push for hyper-personalized, context-aware service automation. Customers no longer tolerate generic, rigid chatbots. They expect fast, accurate, and deeply contextual answers to their questions. On the other hand, strict data compliance frameworks, privacy boundaries, and security infrastructure demand that customer data remain entirely secure. Unless you're willing to integrate with a native model within a CRM platform, such as HubSpot's Breeze Customer Agent, connecting an open, public artificial intelligence model to your internal databases is a massive risk. The path forward requires designing a robust architecture that safely facilitates training customer service AI behind the enterprise firewall. This approach ensures that data integration never compromises customer privacy. According to a Zendesk benchmark data report, nearly two-thirds, 66% of consumers expect more personalized service when interacting with AI. However, a Potomac State of Data Security report reveals that 68% of organizations have experienced data leaks linked to AI tool usage. This statistic highlights a critical need for localized, guarded architectures that protect business assets while delivering modern, automated customer experiences. The core dilemma: balancing hyper-personalization with data privacy. Why do general, off-the-shelf models fall short for enterprise service? Public large language models, LLMs, lack deep internal context. They do not know your specific product iterations, your unique billing codes, or your customer history. When forced to answer specific, nuanced questions about products or services without this data, they hallucinate. They invent plausible but incorrect answers, which can frustrate customers and harm your brand reputation. To be truly effective, customer service AI requires direct access to proprietary data. Yet connecting external AI engines to live customer relationship management, CRM records, or internal enterprise documents poses significant compliance risks. Regulatory frameworks such as GDPR, HIPAA, and SOC 2 impose heavy penalties for mishandling information. If a customer service agent utilizes an AI tool that feeds conversation history back into a public training pool, your corporate data leaks to the outside world. Furthermore, internal vulnerabilities often pose an even greater risk than external threats. Internal data exposure occurs when organizations fail to set appropriate permission scopes. For instance, if an AI customer service agent has unrestricted access to an entire company database, it might accidentally display confidential financial data or private customer notes to an unprivileged user or an external customer. As highlighted in the UpGuard Enterprise AI Security Index, industry benchmarks reveal that over 15% of business-critical enterprise files are actively at risk due to oversharing or misconfigured internal permissions. This is a vulnerability that AI engines can inadvertently surface if your team does not conduct a thorough audit before deployment. Architectural blueprints for training customer service AI. Behind the firewall, how do you build an AI system that is both intelligent and secure and offers zero-click service resolutions? The process begins by establishing a single source of truth. Before feeding any data to customer service LLMs, your enterprise security team must build a highly structured, centralized data layer within your firewall. This structured environment ensures that the information used to train customer service AI is accurate, up-to-date, and properly classified. Large enterprises generally adopt one of two secure deployment strategies. Option A, private cloud LLM hosting. This strategy involves running specialized, open-weight service models, such as Llama 3 or Mistral variants, entirely within your own private cloud infrastructure or on-premise data centers. Because the model resides completely within your perimeter, no data ever leaves your control. Your team retains absolute authority over model weights, data logs, and inference traffic. Option B, enterprise VPC endpoints. If hosting a massive model locally is not feasible, enterprises can securely connect to dedicated public cloud vendor APIs using isolated virtual private clouds, VPCs. In this setup, cloud providers offer for contractual guarantees that your data will remain completely unlogged, isolated, and excluded from foundation model training loops. Deployment strategy. Data control operational complexity. Cost structure. Private cloud LLM absolute. Data never leaves internal servers. High requires dedicated infrastructure and DevOps. Higher upfront infrastructure costs. Enterprise VPC endpoint high. Data isolated via secure APIs. Medium, managed by cloud provider. Variable pay-as-you-go pricing. Regardless of the deployment strategy you choose, managing brand data safely requires secure, internally trained customer service engines. These engines must draw directly from isolated knowledge repositories rather than the open web. This localized approach guarantees that the AI provides answers aligned with verified company policies. The Secure Data Integration Pipeline, safely connecting CRMs to LLMs. To achieve true personalization, your AI must interact with live customer data. How can enterprise security teams safely connect private CRM records and proprietary data to customer service LLMs? The solution lies in building a secure data integration pipeline. First, implement tokenization and masking. This process uses automated pipelines to strip out personally identifiable information, PII, such as social security numbers, credit card details, and phone numbers, before customer records reach the AI model for processing. Second, understand the critical difference between fine-tuning a model and utilizing retrieval augmented generation, RAG. Fine-tuning. This process involves adjusting the actual weights of an AI model on static, thoroughly scrubbed datasets. Fine-tuning is incredibly effective for teaching the AI your brand's specific tone, style, and industry vocabulary. However, it is not ideal for highly dynamic data because updating the model's core knowledge requires constant, costly retraining. Retrieval Augmented Generation RAG. Instead of altering the model's weights, RAG fetches live CRM context, such as recent tickets, shipping updates, or account status, dynamically via secure, authenticated internal APIs. The AI model reads this temporary context to formulate an accurate answer, but the live data is never stored within the core model weights. Finally, you must actively mitigate prompt injection and RAG-specific threats. Attackers may attempt to trick an AI agent into bypassing its programming to reveal sensitive corporate data. Implementing strict input validation, using hard-coded system prompts, and shielding retrieval pipelines from unauthorized data exfiltration within the firewall will keep your system protected. Governance, permissions, and continuous monitoring. Deploying a private model is only half the battle. You must also govern how that model accesses information over time. Role-based access control, RBAC, is essential for AI agents. Your security architecture must ensure that the customer service AI can access only data that the specific user or agent interacting with it has permission to view. If a retail customer asks an AI agent about their order history, the AI must never access data from another customer's profile, even if both profiles reside in the same centralized database. The AI must operate under the exact same permission boundaries as a human employee. Implementing continuous threat detection. In addition to RBAC, enterprise teams must deploy automated behavioral analytics to track live AI model inference. This means continuously monitoring the inputs and outputs of your AI engines to discover anomalies in data movement. If an AI agent suddenly requests thousands of internal documents in response to a simple user query, your monitoring systems must automatically flag and halt the operation. The IBM Institute for Business Value report notes that 56% of executives acknowledge they currently lack adequate protection for AI model development and training. This statistic underscores the necessity of automated, continuous exposure management and strict data governance. Without these measures, even an internal AI tool can become a security liability. Best practices for implementing private AI in customer service. To successfully transition your customer service organization into a secure, AI-driven powerhouse, follow these 3 practical steps. 1. Audit internal permission landscapes. Before you begin training customer service AI or connecting a RAG pipeline to your files, clean up internal permission sprawl. Identify who has access to your corporate knowledge bases, documentation, and customer databases. Eliminate overshared folders and outdated access privileges so that your AI does not accidentally surface restricted information. 2. Develop clear AI escalation frameworks. Design seamless guardrails that allow AI agents to handle routine, low-risk queries safely, such as resetting a password or tracking a package. If a customer request requires access to highly sensitive financial data or involves complex emotional escalation, the system should instantly and securely route the request to a qualified human agent. 3. Establish automated feedback loops. Empower your experienced customer service teams to safely audit AI-generated content, such as autonomously drafted knowledge base articles. By allowing human experts to review, edit, and approve AI outputs before they become a permanent part of your knowledge library, you continually refine the model's performance without re-exposing sensitive data loops. Key takeaways for enterprise leaders. Prioritize privacy. Always mask PII before passing data to an AI model. Leverage RAG. Use retrieval augmented generation to keep live CRM data dynamic and separate from core model weights. Audit permissions. Fix internal permission sprawl before connecting databases to AI engines. Partner with experts. Work alongside seasoned advisors like Aspiration Marketing to build scalable, secure, and compliant AI workflows. Secure and compliant. Deploying advanced AI in customer service does not require choosing between operational efficiency and enterprise data security. By anchoring your AI strategy securely behind the corporate firewall, using robust RAG patterns, and strictly managing internal data permissions, enterprise security teams can safely unlock maximum service ROI. Protecting your data while enhancing user experience is entirely achievable with the right architecture. This is exactly where the expertise of Aspiration Marketing comes into play. As organizations work to scale global content governance and deploy customer service AI without risking data leakage, Aspiration Marketing guides enterprises through architecting secure, compliant, and data-driven AI operations. Navigating the intersection of advanced service automation and airtight data infrastructure ensures your brand scales intelligently without chaos.